G'day, Steve Morgan, Fishing Monthly Magazines. Down in Melbourne at the moment with Phil Parias from Port Phillip Boating Centre. Phil, you've been a Yamaha Haines Hunter dealer forever. What do you love about selling the brand so much?
Yeah, look, I mean, you're right. Well, it's 20 years feels like forever, but in the marine industry. But yeah, it started off in the early days thinking, you know, what brands would I love to be associated with, and growing up in Haines Hunters and having Yamahas as well. Something that's never let me down, and obviously the performance side of things, the reliability side of things, it was a no-brainer for me. You know, the Haines Hunter brand was number one. So
you're situated on Port Phillip Bay here. It can get a bit nasty, and the extra weight in these hulls really makes that ride great. What else do you like about that Haines Hunter brand? They're sort of built just across the city here. So
yeah, they are. Look, for us, we're lucky. They're only built 10 minutes away from where Port Phillip Boating Centre is, but yeah, I guess, look, Haines Hunter have been synonymous with ride and performance over the years, and you know, over at least the last 20 years with new models, they've really come a long way. Even, you know, probably bettering the older models with more stability, being able to carry extra weight on the trans with the 4-strokes these days, and all the bits and pieces that we put on them today. So, yeah. But the performance side of things is where it really hits it for me.
This one here, it's got it written on the side, customer demo boat. Do you like taking customers out and giving them that Haines Hunter experience? Yeah,
we do. I mean, look, I'm a fisherman at heart, so love using the boats, and every year we'll do 1 or 2 demos and demo boats that we use consistently. We'll do, you know, demo days throughout the year, and we also do take a lot of people out when they're not quite sure.
Yep.
And that's the best bit. So, you know, when you do take them out, it's pretty much done and dusted. They love the ride, and yeah, it's good.
It is sort of rare in the industry to find dealers that are really excited about doing demo days, but I can tell your passion for the boat is, you know, as soon as they feel the ride, the husband and the wife both tick off on it.
Oh, look, that's my favourite part. I mean, it's all good stuck in the factory. I'm on the tools at the moment, so yeah, you know, rigging all the boats. So it's really nice to get out on the water and just actually show the customer what they actually can do, because it's one thing talking to someone and saying, you know, oh, look at you, unbelievable, Haines Hunter, yep, ride fantastic. But once you show them, yep, of how soft riding they are, how stable they are, how dry they are, yeah, it just makes it easy. You know, it's pretty much a done deal.
Tell us a bit about this demo boat. It's the 595 Offshore. It's got a 200 horsepower Yamaha on the back, and that's possible because of a transom upgrade. What else have you done to this craft?
Look, we've pretty much fully loaded this thing. I sort of treat my demo boats as my own boats, so yep, you know, I'll be going for marlin in this in 2 weeks' time. So I've set this one up exactly how I would want it. So with the 200, I've got the full Hellmaster kit on it. I've got swinger outriggers on there. I've done slimy tubes. I mean, at the moment we've got the snapper racks on there, which they'll come off when we go for marlin, but we, yep, can retrofit them when we're fishing out in the bay. So all our seating arrangements are a little bit different. You know, we've got 1 kilowatt transducers with the Simrads that we're running. So I've basically set it up to just about do everything. So you can fish for snapper, you can go for marlin, tuna, and be comfortable doing it, and know that you've got something that will actually work.
Tell us about the steering on this outboard. It's not the full digital electric, it's that electric hydraulic steering. How do you find it performs compared to the full DES?
Yeah, look, really good, really good. It was one of those things where they're actually coming standard now. So in the fit up, it's fantastic. They've been super reliable. It's nice and smooth. It's still there's no clunking or anything like that. So Yamaha have done a great job with the steering. It's just something that we've always gone traditional hydraulic, but now with the electric over hydraulic, just makes it that little bit, yep, better.
Sort of like power steering in a car nowadays. Just makes it easier on the hand.
Yeah, correct. So there's no difference between turning left or right, or, you know, yep, what power you're running. So it just makes it very, very easy. It's a really comfortable boat to drive.
Tell us about the trailer on this, twin axle trailer, locally built again, but I see it's all C-channel. You like these C-channel trailers? They're easy to maintain, aren't they?
Yeah, well, probably about 10 or 12 years ago, spoke to McKay and said, look, you know, I see that you've got a C-channel version. We went one step further, and we actually helped design this particular trailer and go with the C-channel cross members as well. And as you'll see, it's got, you know, the carpeted bunks, center keel rollers. I just believe that that's the safest way to launch and retrieve your boat. We get far less damage on boats from trailers, from rollers, from steel hanging out. So with all your Teflon guides, the way it's been designed, it just works really well. Tows unbelievably, so the balance is perfect, and less maintenance. You know, there's no rollers that will fall off or wobble off, and there's nowhere really to hit. So if you could drive on and off. So just makes it easy for the customer. Not everyone's an expert on driving boats on and off the trailer. But with this particular, we've pretty much got 1.5 meters that you've got to hit, and it will guide itself in. So really, really good trailer. We've upgraded a few things that we like to have with bigger winch posts, and I've actually fitted this particular one with the electric over hydraulic brake system. Even though it comes just under probably around 2 tonne, always like to err on the side of caution, and then it bumps it up to 2.6 tonnes. So
stopping's important, isn't it?
Very much so. Yeah.
When you're towing, so it sits around that 2 tonne mark, and literally nearly every car can tow that.
Yeah. This is one of my favourite models. I can do everything in this boat. So it's got plenty of space inside, enough cabin space. The way it's designed and set up, I really, really like this model for what it is and what it comes in at budget, and storage, the whole lot. It's just really, really good. Well,
you can tell that he's very excited about it. What we're going to do is we're going to throw this rig on the water, do some of the numbers, and come back to you with some of the performance statistics. So there you go, that's the 595 Offshore demo boat with that 200 horsepower Yamaha out and about on a pretty calm day on Port Phillip Bay, just near the mouth of the Yarra River. Great to see the dealer using demo boats for exactly what they're designed for. Dealers get a little bit of a special deal on the boats and motors for their demo rigs. These guys use them on demo days, they go fishing in them, they take guys out that are willing to buy the boat. That's one of the hardest things to do in this industry, get a test ride in a boat that you want to take out. So big applause for the guys for getting that right. And it's good to see that you can tell the guys are anglers. It's set up by anglers for anglers. You know, Phil said he loves getting out marlin fishing. You can marlin fish in it. It's got all of the tuna tubes and all the accessories, the outriggers you need for that. But if you want to put on the snapper racks, do a day on the bay, catching snapper, that's fine as well. King George whiting, list goes on. And I also really love the trailer setup. You know, locally made trailer. I come from a bass boating heritage. We use bunk trailers all the time on fiberglass boats. These guys have that nice keel roller setup that you can see here, and the bunks to keep the boat stable on the road. There's nearly no moving parts in them, and it's a great way to protect your investment in that hull. We went out there to do the performance numbers. Let's come back to you with some of the economy figures. This boat has a 200 litre fuel tank, and the best economy was at 36 kilometres an hour, where it got 1.8 kilometres per litre burn. Now this is a theoretical range of around 350 kilometres, plenty for a weekend fishing. If you, like all boats though, if you put the hammers down wide open, less than 200 kilometre range, the actual stats are 74 kilometres an hour, but you get 900 metres or 0.9 of a kilometre per litre of fuel burn. That is standard no matter what brand horsepower outboard you use. There is this zone where the economy is great, and in this boat it's anywhere between 3,000 and low 4,000 RPMs, where you're up over that 1.5 kilometres per litre burned. The cabin isn't lockable. If you like doing long weekend trips away and you want to secure your gear in there, just be aware that it isn't lockable in this model. The helm, very spacious and comfortable. The electric over hydraulic steering, very smooth. integrates fully with that Yamaha Helmmaster system. And of course at Fishing Monthly we love it when all of your electronics can be flush mounted into the dash, and there is plenty of room on these Haines Hunters to do exactly that. These guys have got it set up with the deep water transducers. Again, demo boat set up as if Phil himself was going to go fishing in it. Also love the big underfloor kill tanks. You know, you can not only use these for fish, but if you like your wakeboarding or if you like taking the family out, all the wet gear can go localized in that one area. You don't have to have wet gear sitting all through the cabin, etc. As far as fishability in this boat, high gunnels, plenty of room at the back. I think it's a great compromise between cabin space and cockpit space in this boat. We don't do prices embedded in the video boat test anymore, but if you look in the comments below you'll see that the price of this boat as tested and for a starting boat motor trailer package from Port Phillip Boating Centre. And for more information, of course, you can read the written test in Fishing Monthly magazine.